Hi everyone. Hope you're all safe and enjoying your holidays. Till now you have felt bored, yes, because of not having any work. Is it? From today we are going to focus on our lessons by staying at our homes. The aim of physics is to seek the simplest explanations of complex facts. Physics is also called the fundamental science because all the branches of science, that is chemistry and biology, are constrained by the laws of physics. The very first lesson for you in physics is matter. Matter is the very basic chapter, is it? So concentrate and learn the concept. Look around you. You will find a large number of things, is it? Everything you see or touch is made up of matter. For example, the food we eat, the water we drink, the sun, the moon, the stars are all made up of matter. Even the air that surrounds us is also a matter. All living things in nature is made up of matter. We can also categorize the matter into two parts. That is, naturally occurring materials and human-made materials. The name itself represents that naturally occurring materials. Yes, naturally occurring materials means the materials which was created naturally. Can you say any examples of naturally occurring materials? Petroleum, coal, wood. These are the naturally occurring material, is it? And then human-made materials. Yes, human-made materials, the name itself represent that the things which are created by humans is called the human-made materials. With the efforts of human it was made, so that we are calling that as human-made material. Can you say any example of human-made material? The pen we are using, the book we are reading, the laptop we are using for the online classes, the mobile phone, the mirror, the comb, the blackboard, the chalk piece, like that. All these things are the human-made materials, is it? So, can you say what is the matter? Simply we can say, the pen we are having is a matter. The dress you are wearing is a matter. Everything we see, we touch and we feel is a matter. Even the human being, you and me, are the matters. And the book we are having is a matter. Before saying about the lesson, we will see some new words, okay? Tamil meaning, okay? Matter. The name of the lesson, is it matter? Matter means chadaporul, okay? Matter, chadaporul, okay? And then molecule, moolakooru, okay? Molecule, moolakooru, okay? And then substance, porul, okay? Substance, porul. And then odor, durnatam, manam, okay? Vasana, we can say as vasanai, okay children? And then density, adarthi, okay? Density, adarthi. Solubility, karaithiran, okay? Solubility, karaithiran, okay? And then rigid, viraipana, irukkamana, okay? Rigid, viraipana, irukkamana, okay children? And the last one, intermolecular space, okay? What is meant by intermolecular space? Moolakoorude, okay? That is space between the molecules, that is called intermolecular space, okay? Moolakoorude, okay children? Matter, chadaporul, okay? Molecule, moolakooru, okay? Substance, porul. Odor, durnatam, manam, okay? Density, adarthi, okay? And then solubility, karaithiran, okay children? And then rigid, viraipana, இறுக்கமான. Intermolecular space மூலக்கூறுடை. Okay children? Okay. Okay, take your science note first. A long size note, okay? Ruled note, long size note, okay? Take it and divide it into 3 parts, okay? That note is for physics, chemistry and biology, okay? The same single note is for physics, chemistry and biology, okay? You should divide it into 3 equal parts, okay? First, if you had written chemistry means the first part is chemistry and the second part is physics and the third part is biology, okay? Already you have learned chemistry, is it? The classwork chemistry is started, is it? So that you have written in your classwork notebook. So at the first half you should write chemistry, and in the middle physics, and in the back side you should write biology, okay? Divide it into 3 equal parts. ஒரு நோட்டை 3 பிரிச்சுக்கோ and put the date and then start writing, okay children? You can write homework as well as the classwork in the same note, okay children? But mention it as classwork and then homework. Classwork na classwork no, homework na homework no, mention பண்ணிக்கோங்க, okay? That is the thing, okay children? So okay, take your classwork notebook, split into 3, take your physics side, okay? If you want to fold it means fold it, okay? Okay children, fold it properly, okay? And then use only ink pens, okay? Yeah, take it, put today's date, yeah, write lesson 1. First of all you should put date, okay? And then you should put lesson 1, okay? What is the name of the lesson? Matter, okay? You should write matter, okay? First you should write the date and then name of the lesson, sorry, lesson 1 and then name of the lesson, okay? First of all you should write new words, okay children? Matter, சடப்பொருள், molecule, மூலக்கூறு, substance, பொருள், and then odor, துர்நாற்றம், மனம், density, அடர்த்தி, okay? Solubility, கரைதிறன், okay? Rigid, விரைப்பான, இறுக்கமான, okay children? And then intermolecular space, மூலக்கூறுடை, okay? Write fast and write neatly, okay children? Use only ink pens in your classwork and homework notes. Children, have you all completed? Can we read it? Matter, chadaporul. Okay, matter, chadaporul. Okay, children. Molecule, moolakooru. Molecule, moolakooru. And then substance, porul. Okay, substance, porul. Odor, durnatam, manam. Okay, density, adarthi. Density, adarthi. Solubility, karaithiran. Okay, solubility, karaithiran. And then rigid, விரைப்பான இறுக்கமான. Rigid, விரைப்பான இறுக்கமான. Intermolecular space, மூலக்கூறுடை. Okay, intermolecular space, மூலக்கூறுடை. Okay, children. Today we are going to learn only the 3 topics of the lesson matter. Okay, the first thing is what is matter, and then states of matter and the physical properties of matter. Okay. First of all, what does mean by matter? We have already said yes, everything we see, we touch and we feel is a matter. Even we, the human beings, are also the matter. Okay, here they had given a definition for matter, that is anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is matter. Is it? Anything which occupies space is a matter. Yes. Take a biscuit, okay? Keep it somewhere. Is it occupies space? Even the biscuit, the smallest biscuit occupies space, yes? So the biscuit is a matter. And matter has mass, yes? Yes, it is less or small, it has a mass, yes? So that it is a matter and is perceived by senses. What is meant by senses? If we had touched, we can feel, we can see, or else we can taste, like that. If we have sensed, that means that is a matter. Yes, yes, we can touch the biscuit, we can eat it, we can smell it, like that. We can sense it. So that anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter. Can you all understand, students? And here are some of the examples of matter. Milk, coke, bell, balloon, spear, books, hot air balloon, pen. See, books. If we place the book somewhere means it occupies space. Yes. If we had took the book means it has some mass. Yes. And is it perceived by senses? Yes. We can see it. We can read it. Like that, it can be perceived by our senses. So all these things are the examples of matter. Okay. Then the next thing is what are called molecules. Okay. For example, if you are saying the sand is the matter. Okay. Yes. What are the particles that the sand consists of? Sand is made up of small pebbles, small stones, like that. It consists of many tiny particles. Yes. So that matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. That tiny particles are called molecules. Okay. And this is a simple thing. Matter is made up of some kind of tiny particles. Yes. Some particles, we have already said, mud, pebbles, like that. All are mixed in the matter, that is sand. Yes. So that a kind of tiny particles is known as substance. Okay. Till now we have learnt about what is matter. Yes. Can you say what is a matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter. Yes. And for example, books, pen, pencil. Okay. And the next is, there are 3 states of matter. The first state is solid, liquid and then gases. That is solid state of matter, liquid state of matter and then the gaseous state of matter. Let's see about the solid state of matter. We know solid, yes? Can you say an example of solid? A book is an example of solid, yes? Yes, they had defined something. We will see that, okay? Solids have definite volume. What is meant by volume? the space occupied by a substance is called volume. Okay. Yes, we have said example as book. Yes. Yes. If you place a book means, is it occupies space? Yes, it occupies space. So that book is an example of solid. Okay. So a solid has definite volume and then definite shape. Is what is the shape of the book? It is in a cuboid shape. Yes. So that it has a definite shape. And then the third thing is it is highly rigid. Yes, what is meant by rigid? Rigid means kadinamana. We have already learnt in the new words. Yes. So the book is little hard. Yes, it is not at all very light. We can't squeeze it. Is it? It is somewhat hard. So that it is highly rigid. And then the last thing is it has very less intermolecular space. Yes, see that picture. The gap between the molecule is very less. Yes. So that they are saying solids have very less intermolecular space. Yes, solid state of matter, can we say all those things? Solids are having definite volume and also definite shape, and then it is highly rigid, and then solids have very less intermolecular space. Have you all clear with this? Can you say some other examples of solids? We can see colored pencils, that is an example of solid, basketball, chair, and some other examples. Brick, coin, iron bar, banana, rock, sand, glass. Is it? These are all the examples of solids because it has definite shape, it has a definite volume, it is highly rigid, and then solids have very less intermolecular space. So that these are all the examples of solids. Okay. The next is the liquid state of matter. Can you say any one liquid? Yes, we can say water. Yes, we are drinking every day. Is it? So the best example of liquid is water. Is the water have a definite volume? Is it occupy space? Yes, it occupies space. Yes. If the water in the pond, that occupies space. If the water in the river, that occupies space. If water in the glass, it occupies space. Yes. So that the liquids have definite volume. Okay. And then is the liquid have definite shape? No, it does not have any definite shape. Yes. So it has an indefinite shape, because if we have poured the water into the glass means it will take the shape of the glass. Yes. If we have poured the water into the tub means the water will take the shape of the tub. So that water has indefinite shape, and then it is very less rigid. It is not water. Is water is hard? No, it is not at all hard. So that water is less rigid. Liquids are less rigid. And then the next thing is intermolecular space. Say the picture. Yes, comparing to solid, the intermolecular space is more. Yes. So that we are saying intermolecular space is, for liquid, the intermolecular space is more than solid. That means the gap between the molecules is more than the solid. Okay.
These are all the examples of liquids. Juice, water, oil, milk, soft drinks, vinegar, even blood is also a liquid. Okay. If you have taken water means, is it have definite volume? Is it occupy space? Yes, it occupies space. Okay. And then is it have definite shape? No, it does not have a definite shape. And then is it rigid? No, it is less rigid. And then the intermolecular space is more than the solid. Okay, so these are the examples of liquids.
These are some of the examples of liquids. Okay, can you read the examples? Juice, water, oil, milk, soft drinks, vinegar. We can say some other examples. The blood we are having in our body is also the example of liquid. Yes, all those things has definite volume. Yes, it occupies space. Yes, and then it does not have a definite shape, so it has indefinite shape, and then liquids are less rigid, and then the liquids have the gap as the intermolecular space is more than the solid. Okay. The next thing is the gaseous state of matter. Gases, we know about gases, yes. The best example of gas is air, yes. So, is the air have definite shape? It does not have a definite shape, yes. And then is it have a definite volume? It does not have a definite volume. And then is it rigid? Is it hard? No, it is not hard. So that we are saying gases have indefinite shape and indefinite volume. And then the next thing is it is least rigid. And then yes, we can see in the picture, yes, comparing to the solid and liquid, the intermolecular space, that is the gap between the molecules, is more than liquid and then solid, yes. So that they had given the intermolecular space of the gases is even more than the liquid. Okay. These are some of the examples of gases. Yes, the first example is air. Yes, we know. And helium. And then for cooking in the kitchen we are using an LPG cylinder. Yes, it is occupied with some gases. Yes, and then natural gas, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, all those things are the examples of gases. Because it does not have definite shape, it does not have definite volume, it is least rigid, and in the intermolecular space is even more than the liquids and then the solids. Okay, can you all understand? Till now we have learnt about what is matter. Yes, what is matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter. And the next we have learnt is the states of matter. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquids and gases. And here we are going to learn about the physical properties of matter. Do you know what are the physical properties of matter? Can you read it? State, odor, density, solubility, melting point and boiling point. We have already learned about the states of matter, yes. The three states of matter are solid, liquid and gases. Yes, we know about solid, liquid and gas. Yes, solids have definite shape and definite volume, and we have that intermolecular space is very less. And then liquid, it has definite volume, indefinite shape, and the gap intermolecular space is more than the solid. Okay, and the next is gases. Gases have indefinite shape and also indefinite volume. Okay, and the gap intermolecular space is even more than liquid. Okay.
The three states of matter are solid, liquid and gases. We have already learned about the three states of matter. Yes, solid means it has definite shape, definite volume, it is highly rigid and it has very less intermolecular space. And then about liquid, it has definite volume but does not have definite shape. It is less rigid and its intermolecular space is more than solid. And the next is gases. Gases does not have definite shape and definite volume. It is least rigid and the intermolecular space is even more than the liquid. Okay.
Can you say what are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid and gases. We have learned detail about that solid, liquid and gas. Yes, solid have definite shape and definite volume. Yes, it is highly rigid and it has very less intermolecular space. For example, chair, book, etc. Okay, and then the next is liquid. Liquids have definite volume and indefinite shape. It is less rigid and the intermolecular space of the liquid is more than the solid. And the next is gaseous. Yes, gases. For gases, it has indefinite shape, indefinite volume and it is least rigid and its intermolecular space is even more than solid and liquid. Is it? The next physical property is odor. What does mean by odor? Odor means smell. Okay. Yes, look at the picture. The garlic has pungent smell, yes, and the perfume has pleasant fragrance, and then kerosene and lemon. All these have some variation in the smell or odor, yes, so that they are saying all the matter show variation in smells, okay, smell or odor. The next physical property is density, that means adarthiyana, okay. For solid, it is very dense, yes. See the picture, it is very dense, yes. There is no gap between the molecules. And for liquids, it has somewhat a lesser dense as comparing to the solid. And for gases, for comparing the liquid and solid, it has very less dense, yes. So the density of matter may also vary, okay. We have learned solubility in new words, yes. Solubility means karaithiran. Karaithiran means if you have diluted sugar into water, means it will dissolve, yes, it will be soluble. In tea or coffee will dissolve the sugar, yes, sugar in water, yes. Here see the picture, if we pour coconut oil into water, it will not soluble in water. The coconut oil stands in the top and the water stays in downwards. And if we pour mustard oil, the same, oil stayed in the top and also water in the bottom, okay. And if we put stone inside the water, the stone will sink into the water, okay. And for marbles are the same as like stone, okay. So that we are saying the solubility in water and other solvents may also vary, okay. Yes, is it varied? Coconut oil stays in the top, and also stone sink in water. And the next physical property is melting and boiling points. Yes, melting. If we have melted the ice cube, means if we check the temperature, means we'll get 0 degrees Celsius. If we have boiled that water, means we'll get 100 degrees Celsius. So that the boiling and melting points may also vary. Okay. Can you all understood the lesson that I have taught you today? Can we recall at once? The first, what is meant by matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter, is it? Can you say? Anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter. Yes, what is meant by molecules? Matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules, is it? Matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. And what is meant by substance? Matter that is made up of one kind of particles is known as substance. Okay. Make a note. Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay. Keep it in your mind. Okay. Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. And then we have learnt about the states of matter. There are 3 states of matter, is it? Solid, liquid and gases. Yes, solids have definite shape and definite volume, and it is highly rigid. And then its intermolecular space is very less. Okay. And then liquids have definite volume but indefinite shape, is it? And then it is less rigid. And then its intermolecular space, the gap between the molecules is more than solid, is it? We have learnt, yes. And then for gases have indefinite shape and then indefinite volume. They are least rigid. Okay. And then the gap in the intermolecular space is even more than liquid. And then we have learnt about the physical properties of matter, is it? Physical properties. What are the physical properties we have learnt? State, color, odor, density, solubility, melting point and boiling point. state we have learnt, yes, the three states, solid, liquid and gases. And then odor. What we have learnt in odor? All matter show variation in smell and odor. We have learnt, yes, we have saw the picture. Garlic, it is pungent smell, and the perfume having sweet fragrance. So all matter will show variation in smell or odor. And then density of all matter may vary. And then solubility, that is Karaitharan, is it? Solubility may also vary for all the matters. And then the melting and boiling point. I have shown a picture, yes, thermometer picture. If we had boiled the water and test the temperature with the thermometer, means the boiling point of water will show 100 degrees Celsius. And if we froze the water, into an ice cube, means if we have checked by using the thermometer, it will show 0 degrees Celsius. So the melting and boiling points of the matter may also vary. Okay, can you all understand? Take down this in your classwork notebook. We have already returned the new words, yes? After completing the new words, you should write choose the correct answer, okay? These are the classworks only for page number 5 and 6. Okay, we have completed page number 5 and 6. Read it in your home, okay? And copy down your classwork. I'll give you time. Yes, have you all written? Can we read it once? Choose the correct answer. Which of these are the naturally occurring material? Wood is only the naturally occurring materials, is it? Mirror and pen are man-made materials. And then anything that occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter. The definition of matter is it? Anything that occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter. And then solubility is dash property of matter. It is one of the physical property, yes? So the answer is physical. And dash have definite volume but indefinite shape. Liquids have definite volume but indefinite shape. Have you all copied? Write neatly, okay? And then fill in the blanks. Write it. Write fast and write neatly, okay? Have you all finished? We'll read it, okay? Fill in the blanks. Matter that is made up of one kind of particles is known as substance. It's the definition of substance, is it? Matter that is made up of one kind of particles is known as substance. And then melting point is the das property of matter, physical property of matter. Melting point is the physical property of matter. All matter show variation in smell or odor. Okay, all matter show variation in smell or odor. We have already learned, yes, we have seen the picture. Garlic has pungent smell and the perfume has the sweet fragrance, yes. So that all matter show variation in smell or odor. And then das are highly rigid, solids are highly rigid. And then the last one, the gap or intermolecular space between the particles of any liquid is more than solid, is it? Okay, have you all completed? And your homework is, we have learnt about solid, liquids and gases, yes? The three states of matter. You are going to write what are the things you have seen in your daily life and write it which state it belongs to. If you have seen a stone, means it belongs to which state? It is a solid state, yes. If you had saw a blood, means it is of liquid state, is it? Like that, you are going to write the names of the matter you are seeing in your day-to-day life and mention whether it belongs to solid or liquid or else it belongs to gaseous state. Okay? And your next homework is, you should copy down these questions in your homework notebook. Okay? Yes, copy down in the homework part. Fill in the blanks. I had given 7 fill in the blanks for you. Write it fast. I will give you time for copying the question. Yes, have you all copied? Shall we read it? Fill in the blanks. The three states of matter are das, and das. Okay, you should write the three states. And the second one is, density is das property of matter. And third one, das have definite shape and volume. And fourth one, space between the molecules of matter is called dash. And fifth one, das are least rigid. And then sixth, matter is made up of tiny particles called dash. Intermolecular space between the particle is very less in dash. Okay, have you all copied the questions? I had given 2 homeworks, is it? The first is, you are going to write the matter that you are seeing in your daily life and you are going to mention it belongs to which state. Whether it is a solid, you are going to write the name of the matter. If it is a sand, means sand belongs to solid, yes, sand, solid. If you had seen milk, means milk, liquid. If you had seen vapor means vapor is a gas, yes. Likewise, you are going to mention the matter and you are going to write what state it is. And then you are going to write the answers for these fill in the blanks. Okay. write the homeworks properly and send it. Okay, that's all about this class. Thank you, students.